talked. We just talked a lot about a lot of things. You know, again, he's. I don't have any doubt he'll be right here and be ready to go and get back on the horse and ride.
What was the move to the team you
I didn't really have an opportunity to get in front of the team, you know, because we had some press stuff going on, and Tony had to meet, and I didn't want to put Tony in a bad situation, so that's why I put out, so I just wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity to talk to Kelly, and so that's why I put out just a statement that Trevor's going to start against Syracuse, and you know, so that's where we were, and then I didn't really get a chance to get with the team until yesterday. We don't get together until 4, and I met with the whole senior group at 3:45 and talked about it with them, and you know, the guys understand. I mean, it's no different than any other position. I mean, we got a lot of seniors that are backups. You know, we got juniors that are backups. I mean, it's competitive at every single position, and every single week, you know, you got to earn it. And just so happens this year, it's a very, very, very competitive situation at quarterback. And but it's a good competition, and it's not like we got guys who can't win. You know, it's kind of like when we had Shaq and Vic Beasley at DN. They were both very different, but both very good. And we played them both. You know, and it's like when we had all them D tackles. That's what Dan Brooks said. I didn't never know. I told you this. I never know who was running out there first at D tackle, because he'd hold them accountable to the last pregame meal. You know, and then he'd say, "All right, you run it out there today." You know, because he wanted every second to count, because that's how competitive it was. So we have that at a lot of positions, and our guys understand competition. It's no different at quarterback. It's just more interesting and more public than what's going on at nose guard, or at tight end, or at wide out, or at safety, or whatever else, kicker. It doesn't matter. You know, everybody just wants to talk about the quarterback.
Coach,
but I get it.
Going into Saturday, when you think of last year, is the idea of revenge just as a competitor one that motivates you?
No, I mean the idea of bad memory and a bad taste in my mouth is certainly a motivating factor. But I mean, we're not out to get revenge. I mean, they won a football game. They outplayed us. They outcoached us. They beat us. This is a new season, you know. But I will say this: when you look back on that last year, you know, for me, I always judge it as bad things happen. Again, how you respond. I mean, you let something define you, destroy you, or develop you. Well, what did our team do last year? We didn't lose another game until the Sugar Bowl against the national champion. We didn't lose another game. I think they lost 5 straight. So, you know, whether it's something great or something bad, you know, I mean, okay, you got to move on. You can't live and go, oh man, I can't wait to get my revenge 364 days from now, or whatever it is. I think, who said, oh God, it was one of them basketball guys yesterday. I can't remember. Didn't the NBA just open up?
The media day was yesterday.
Okay, I saw it. I don't remember which one it was, but one of the basketball guys, he was awesome. He said, man, if you're just sitting around looking at the future, you're going to trip up on the present. I love that. I love that, man. And so, no, I'm not looking ahead. I don't think about it. I'm just trying to be great in the moment, in the present, and we want to win this game. Not because we lost last year, not to get revenge. We want to win this game because it's a division game, and we want to win the division, and we want to be the best version of the 2018 team. And they're in our way. We don't want to win it because they beat us last year. Yeah, it'd be nice, but and you don't forget, but that's not the motivating factor. That's the motivating factor. Then we're going to be a program like this. So.
Dabo, when you're trying to prepare for that kind of tempo, is it kind of hard to come up with the ideal between enough preparation and too much in terms of making dead legs?
It's probably fair. Yeah, I think that's probably fair because, but I've always been a rep guy at practice more than time. You know, a lot of times we get our reps and there's still time on the clock and I blow it. You know, I've always been more in tune to that. But it's hard to prepare for because of how you have to practice. Now, fortunately, we're a tempo team. I don't know what they are. They're a lightning team. We're a up tempo team, no huddle. And there's a lot of times they ain't even set and the ball's being snapped. It's unbelievable. But they're just really, really fast. So to simulate that, you know, it takes you got to practice a certain way. Our scout team has to do an unbelievable job to kind of get our guys ready. But yeah, you got to be smart. And we're fortunate that we're one of those teams that has some depth. You know, teams that don't have much depth, you know, they may have a bunch of negative plays, but then all of a sudden it's 50, you know, 0, 1, 1, 2, 15, you know, and then next thing you know, you look up and like, daggone, they've run 90 plays. So our depth will have to come through for us in this ball game. And our crowd, and the noise that we create here at Death Valley, I think is a factor too, because you still got to communicate, and hopefully our noise will help us a little bit, maybe slow them down a little bit from a communication standpoint.
There's a bunch of focus on the quarterback battle, but are there any other positions that are kind of week to week? You're not really sure who's going to start until leading up to the game. Are there any of those positions?
Yeah. I mean, we've all seen it at guard. I mean, we've had a nice little battle with Cade Stewart and Pollard. That's been a great battle, and both those guys are playing. It's made us better because you know their antennas are up every day, and you know Cade he's kind of him and Gage are kind of our 6th and 7th man, if you will, and really proud of those guys. So we've got a lot of competition there. We've got competition at linebacker. We've got competition at wideout. Obviously, at quarterback there, I think Feaster's made a move, and you know he's a guy that's showing that, hey, you know, don't forget about me. I'm pretty good and make some plays here. So we've got good, healthy competition going on, and again, you know, some of these positions, it's pretty close, and you know you're going to play multiple guys, and so yeah, it might be. This guy had a bad game, this guy played better. Well, hey, he goes up for the week. But I think, for the most part, I think Nolan Turner is a guy that's really a guy that's competing for more. Really encouraged by what we've seen with him.
Sounds like
Simplify it, but with